What do you do when you start your seed just a bit too early? I'm out here in my high tunnel, and this is where I started my seeds. I've got some yarrow over here and some marigolds and some peppers. What else? I think I did some bunching onions and I did some Maximilian sunflowers. Whereas it has been being in the 20s at night, it's really cold outside. In fact, the outside of the high tunnel is covered in ice right now. It's consistently stayed at least 10 degrees higher in here than it has outside. So last night it was 22, 23, and it got down to like 34 in here. It's not been below freezing in here at all in several weeks, and when it has dipped below freezing, these things are on these heating mats, so it keeps them nice and warm so they don't freeze. But I think tonight or tomorrow night it's supposed to get 8 degrees here in western Kentucky. That's a low of 8 degrees, which means it may get to about 18 or 20, that low in here in the high tunnel. It might be in negative temperatures in the wind chill. I say all that to say that I've got a couple options. The other kids are off doing something else, but Abraham came out here with me. You want to say hi, Abraham? These are broccolis and cabbages and Brussels sprouts. They're looking pretty good. I might get you a close-up here in a second. There's some Swiss chard. There's some lettuces still. The strawberries are still fine. The comfrey's still fine. So things are going really well in my humidity chambers, my propagation chambers. I got some magnolia cuttings from a friend. I don't know if they'll make it or not, but they're worth a try. I really likes magnolia trees. I got some blueberry cuttings from my blueberry plants, the Premier, they're rabbit eye. I got some stevia cuttings, some raspberry cuttings. Here are some avocados. They've started to leaf out. I think these are Shangri-La mulberries, and these are Pakistani mulberries. These are Adams elderberry. These have done pretty well. Also over here, these are my marigolds. A couple of the peppers have sprouted, and the yarrow has sprouted, so I'm pretty pleased. Like I said, I've got 2 options. You see these back here behind me. I could put some plastic over top of it, or a blanket or something like that in the evening to try to keep the heat in a bit better. But I feel better safe than sorry to take them inside. So I can't take them in my house because we have cats that come in the house, and I have 4 children who like to get into everything. I've got a puppy and then a full-grown dog, and they like to get into everything. So I don't really want to bring them into my house because they might not be very safe in there, and I really want these things to survive and do okay. But Chad, my next-door neighbor who lives in the tiny house, we did a video about his house. He has a loft that he doesn't use, so I'm going to take these seed trays and I'm going to put them up there, and I may put these propagation chambers in there. It's really cold outside. It's in the 20s. It's really cold for us. I know some of you are in way northern climates, and 20 is nothing to you, but that's cold to us. I've got the Kubota RTV X1140 out here, and even though it is only about 50 to 100 yards away from here to Chad's tiny house, I want to get them there as quickly as possible and in the warmth, and he keeps his house nice and warm. They won't be getting a whole lot of sun for the next few days, but I think all this polar vortex will be over in just about a week, and then I can bring them back out here. So I'm going to get this done. First thing I want to do is go start it so it's ready to go. As soon as I get these back there in the back, then I can just go over there and go right back in and out very quickly so they don't get too cold. Let's go. I've got one more propagation chamber to get, so I'm gonna go and get it. I'll be right back. So when we designed his tiny house, we designed this as his sleeping loft, but he don't like it. So he don't really sleep up here. So it's kind of just turned into a storage loft in a lot of ways. And he's got one on the other side as well. Since he doesn't use it, he said I could put this up here and it's not any inconvenience at all to him. So I've got a couple trays up here, and I've got the others down there that I haven't brought up yet. The thing with these trays is that they've got this water reservoir underneath that I don't really have to water them very often. A couple of them are kind of low, so I might come up here and water them tomorrow. My hands are really cold. I was just trying to get them from out there so I don't have to worry about them. So that's kind of a load off my mind. All right, so I got all these up here. I've actually got a friend in Florida which, as you know, is a climate that's much further south than ours in West Kentucky, who's going to send me some more cuttings very soon. So this is probably actually pretty good that I bring it inside. Chad's a really great friend and neighbor. He don't mind me doing this at all. So I got these in here, saved them from the polar vortex. This is what you have to do when you start your seeds really early. If you start them early, then you can get a jump on things, which is what I want to do, especially in the high tunnel. And they might have been fine out there on those heating mats, especially underneath another sheet of plastic or something, but I didn't want to risk it, to be honest with you. And I'll monitor the temperature and let you know how it goes in there. Again, it's not gotten below freezing in there in several weeks. I'm just telling you what we're doing on the farm. We're preparing for the polar vortex. It's supposed to get cold tonight. We'll be ready for that. If you like things like this, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, select all so you never miss a notification. And we do a new video every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and a live stream on Sunday nights on YouTube at 8 p.m. Central Time. Thanks.